guys, it's Heidi here. It's another food prep episode 5. These weeks seem to be going by so super fast. If you guys are not familiar with my food prep videos, understand that it's just preparation for the week. It's to make things more simpler. It's to kind of think ahead on what kind of meals you're going to prepare and what you're going to cook for the kids, so that in the mornings when you're trying to rush off somewhere, there's breakfast to be had, there is easy lunches, and there are great snacks, and your dinners are thought about. So you don't hit the first Monday of the Monday, you don't go into Monday and you're like completely lost. What am I going to do? What am I fixing? What am I packing the kids? So food prep has, even though I don't have children that go to public school and actually leave the house or have to take lunches, food preparation or prep week for the week is absolutely helping our family. Today I've got some great things that I am intending to make. I'm going to make some lunch burritos. I'm going to make some breakfast burritos. I have a pumpkin cheesecake in the oven right now, and if you're curious on how I make that, I will link it down below so that you can see how I make my pumpkin cheesecake. It's very simple, easy ingredients. It's basically 1, 2, 3, pop it in the oven, let it cool, refrigerate it for a couple hours, and it's dessert for dinner. So let's get started. Okay, we're about to get started on my breakfast burritos, and I'm going to get all the ingredients out and I'm going to show you how I put these together. They are so simple, so easy, and then you wrap them up, pop them in the freezer. I put them in a large freezer bag, and then the kids can get up in the morning, pop one in the microwave, and they have a fast and easy breakfast that will tie them over through the day. Okay, these breakfast burritos are pretty self-explanatory on how you put them together. The ingredients you're going to need, and you don't have to do them this size, so if you're doing it for younger children, you may want to use a smaller tortilla. I use the large tortillas. This is an 8 count. I like to make big, giant, jumbo breakfast burritos, but my guys are, 17 and 18 and 15, so it takes a lot to fuel them in the morning. I use 1 roll of the Jimmy Dean regular sausage. And of course, I really would, my husband purchased this, which is fine. I'm going to use it. We have it. But honestly, to make it a little bit healthier, I would have purchased the honeysuckle breakfast sausage. I have some sharp cheddar cheese. And I also have a bag of shredded hash browns. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to brown this, then you're going to add your hash browns until those are good and tender and done. And then you're going to add 8 eggs. You're going to whip up 8 eggs and you're going to pour it over the top and let those scramble in there. And then you're going to fill your tortillas. So with the cheese. So let me get started on browning the meat. My breakfast burrito is ready to assemble, and I just thought I would show you real quick how I put these together. So I take a tortilla, and just checking the camera, make sure that you can see it. I take 1 spoonful of the egg, sausage, and hash brown mixture, and I put it in the center of the burrito. And I just sprinkle on cheese, and you can add as much cheese as you like. I don't know, I probably put about 2 tablespoons, I guess. And then I fold in the 2 sides, and I bring this up, and I close it. Then what I do is I take a piece of, hopefully I can get this out of the box, it's brand new. I really hate and despise plastic wrap, but it's so doggone handy. You cannot live without it. So I take my plastic wrap and I lay it out and I put my burrito in. And what I do is I kind of bunch it up a little bit extra when I wrap it. Because what is going to happen is when this freezes, it'll actually keep its form and the stuff won't fall out of the burrito at all. So then I just take a little piece of foil and then I wrap my burrito in that. And then I go on to the next one and then I put all of these in a freezer safe Ziploc bag and I mark it for the freezer for the week. My breakfast burritos are done and I got them in a freezer bag and I'm going to put them in the freezer once I label the bag. Okay, so now I'm going to make my lunch burritos, which basically is just a bean burrito. And you're going to need 2 cans of refried beans. You're going to need some shredded cheese, some salsa, and some taco seasoning mix. And that's pretty much it. And I just mix it all up in here until it's good and hot. Load it in some burritos and wrap them like my lunch burritos. I mean my breakfast burritos. I'm making my lunch burrito. My pie just came out of the oven and it smells super, super, super good. And I made one the other day as a test run. Of course, you all saw that on my video. So the first thing I do is just get all my refried beans in here. Of course, as they heat up, they soften. You can even add rice to these. You can do black beans. I make them kind of plain Jane, but you certainly can make them however you would like them. I mean, I wouldn't put sour cream or tomatoes or anything like that in them, but I definitely, you can get really, really super creative with what you put in these burritos. So I'm going to bring this up to heat and I'm going to get these started. Probably hearing the television is because my kids are watching TV, but I just quickly want to show you guys how I assemble my lunch burrito. And I gotta get a spoon.
30 to 35 minutes.
So I take the refried beans and the taco seasoning and the salsa and make sure that that is heated all the way through. I put a generous amount inside the tortilla, and then I add cheese, and then I fold these just like this. Alright, and then I wrap them up like the other ones. So I'm going to get this done. I just got done with my bean burritos and I have them all wrapped. I wrap the breakfast burritos in the foil, and the lunch burritos I just do the plastic wrap. That way we can identify. I mean, I can mark the bag, but I couldn't find my Sharpie. And honestly, this is just fine. So it's in a freezer safe Ziploc bag. I just wrap these in the plastic wrap. So those are done. And I also got my pumpkin cheesecake done, which is, I thought in this video I would show you guys my menu board. Now this was a birthday gift from my son, Jonathan, and I absolutely love it. I use a chalk marker when I write on the board, and part of my food prep is I do make a 31 day meal chart where, you know, I have it on and in a notebook, but we don't necessarily eat those meals in that order. I just make sure that I have enough ingredients and store-bought items to have 31 meals for the month. So one of my parts of my food prep day is to decide what we are going to eat for the week. And I go ahead and I write in for each day of the week exactly what we are going to eat. Now, if there is vegetables that need to be cut up, if you guys saw last week's prep video, you know that I had cut up vegetables for soup. And that is because I know that this week or this Friday, I'm going to be making this particular soup. And that way it saves me a little bit of time in preparing that meal. So I just thought I would kind of add this to my food prep and let you know that I fill out my menu plan every week here in the kitchen. Right here is my kitchen table. And that way everybody knows exactly what we're having tonight, what we're having tomorrow night, the next night, over the weekend, etc. And if you'll see, down here on Saturday, I have pizza. So if you guys know I'm going to have pizza, then usually I would go ahead and make up my pizza dough. But see, I made pizza dough last week and I froze it, so I don't need to make pizza dough this week. So that's kind of good because you can really get ahead if you are really, really organized with your meals. So I just wanted to share that in this video. I don't know if this will be a help to anyone. If you're curious on where I got my little board from, I didn't purchase it. My son purchased it for me for my birthday, but I had seen it, went crazy over it, and he went back and got it for me. It came from Hobby Lobby. And I absolutely love it because, as you guys know, if you watch my videos, you know that my theme for my kitchen is red, white, and blue American flag, Americana theme. As you can see, I've got a star and American flag. So this really tied in, and I absolutely love it. The other thing is with this eating area being really cramped, you can't hang anything on the sides here that have too much of a lip, because you would hit it all the time. And this is really, it lays flush with the wall, and I don't have to worry about anybody, you know, getting up from the table and hitting themselves on it or anything. So I just thought I would share this with you. I would also add in this prep video that I have this fruit stand that my husband and I purchased a good while ago. Actually, it came from Costco. I saw that my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law had one in their home, and theirs was a lot bigger than mine is, but they have a larger home. And this one I was so thrilled to find because the baskets actually come off the hooks and you can wash them. And the other thing is that it's just the perfect size for my home. It doesn't take up an obscene amount of space. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, although I may not have showed it in my prep, when I do get my groceries at the first of the month or whenever I bring home produce, it gets washed immediately and then placed in here. And of course I have onions in here, and I keep my potatoes kind of tucked away underneath. But it kind of helps because, you know, you have everything in this one section. And I just really like, I know my bananas, they really need to be utilized because they are super good and ripe, so I'm going to be doing something with those today. But I will say that is one thing that is really nice because you can keep your eye on your produce, see if anything's going bad. And also too, my front door is like right behind me, and after I go to the grocery store and I load this down with pretty red apples and green apples, and as you can see, I've got some oranges down here. It just looks so inviting and so pretty. I love the way that fruits and vegetables look. I think that they are decorative on their own. Since I have so many ripe bananas, I'm going to also make a thing of the banana snack cake. And the funny thing is I was mentioning to my mom that I was making banana snack cake, and she said, oh, like the Little Debbie's, and I realized it. I don't know if maybe you guys realized it before I did, but when I was little, there was a banana snack cake made by Little Debbie, and I loved them. So this tastes a lot like them, and it's moist just like them, if you all are curious. And yeah, so I'm going to get this started. I'm going to mash my bananas down in there and just mix it all up. This is totally, there's like no real precise way of doing it. I just whip it all together and throw it in a pan and bake it, and it always comes out the same every time. So I'm going to get this started. I got my snack cake all mixed up and put in a glass greased pan. This is a 9 by 13. This includes all of that I'm going to make today. I'm not going to be able to get this in the oven until my dinner comes out. We are having meatloaf and mashed potatoes tonight for dinner, and the meatloaf is still cooking, but once it comes out, I'll slide this in, and then when it's done, I will cover it with the Rubbermaid lid, and yeah, that'll be it. And I will be good to go for another week. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye.